Hi everyone, this is Kathy from Divine Debut. How are you all? Today is the 28th of March of 2020 and this is going to be a divine spread that I will be able to provide for you on a daily basis. God willing, of course that is. And for those of you that are familiar with the divine spread, you will know what this is all about. For the rest of you that are new to my channel, I will be explaining as we go. Now I am shuffling Major Arcana cards only, and I'd like to take your Karma Dharma position. And I'd also like to inform you that this is my own spread that I've formulated, and I usually use it at the beginning of the month. Now, because of the challenging times that we're in, I decided I would guide you daily. I don't know for how long that's going to be. As I said, God willing and time willing. So let's take your spread. This is a timeless spread as well, and I'm going to say that if you I'm doing this on the 28th of March 2020. If you watch this a year later, it will be important. The message will be important for you for the time that you watch it. So this is one sign for everyone. Let's see what the cards have got to say, and I will be taking a spirit message, okay, at the end of the reading. If you're interested in the cards I'm using, they will be in the description box below. So, please Spirit, please guide me 28th of March or whenever this video is viewed. What does the collective need to know? Yeah, I'm not surprised. Capricorn and the Devil. Not surprising at all. There is still so much of those Capricorn energies, Jupiter, Pluto, the South Node, even Mars, are still in the sign of Capricorn, and I know that even with the nodes, North Node in Cancer, South Node in Capricorn, they are at the last degrees. Soon they will be moving the axis onto North Node will be in Gemini, South Node will be in Sagittarius. So there is still a lot that we are dealing with, a lot of difficult, heavy energies, very Saturnian. We know that Saturn can be really, really heavy. It's like lead. But Saturn has actually now moved into Aquarius, the sign that it actually rules as well. The ancient ruler of Aquarius is Saturn. Once Uranus was found, then that became the modern ruler of Aquarius. So we know that Saturn rules both Capricorn and Aquarius. We are in between those two signs right now. That's where the planets are peaking. I'd also like to mention that we do have Venus and the Moon transiting through the sign of Taurus. The ruling planet of Aquarius, Uranus, is also in the sign of Taurus. And Mercury is ready to come out of its shadow phase. It's at the 11th degree. Once it hits that 12th degree mark, and it's moving practically a degree every day, which will be tomorrow or the day after, it will be on new territory, but it's still in the sign of Pisces, where all that confusion and all this coronavirus began with. We know that Neptune is all about illness, and Mercury is heading up to Neptune. It will be meeting up with Neptune very soon. So Mercury doesn't like, it's not strong. It doesn't like being in the sign of Pisces. I'm looking forward to Mercury touching the sign of Aries soon. We should have more clarity. Mercury will be out of those illusionary, dreamy-like energies of Pisces, and therefore it should be able to give us more clarity, more understanding, and more logic where this mayhem is concerned. We're going through a lot. There's still a lot of lockdown. Capricorn is still, Saturn is still pointing the finger at what we need to do. But we know that Capricorn is also governments, okay, government agencies. It's the law. It's got a lot to do with the boss, with those that are in charge. And what an exciting picture this is. I'm going to be having nightmares tonight. Anyway, let's stick to what we need to be doing at this time. Let's not get lost. We know that this is a very important time, and as I've been saying for a while, we're making the history books. Those of us who are living in these times will be part of history. I hope that you're all well, and I need positive thinking from everyone. This too shall pass. We know that Aquarius, where Saturn has moved into, but of course Saturn is going to move back into Capricorn, but I'd like to say it's not going to be as heavy. And now with Pluto and Jupiter and Mars all together in the sign of Capricorn, I think we're at the peak of the crap, of the dirt, of the rubbish. I could use a few other words, but I don't want to do that. So let's take your spread, everybody, and let's see. Okay, so please, spirit guides and angels for March 28th, or whenever this video is viewed, what are the messages? What's going on in love in general? So at the foundation, we have the Two of Wands. And the Two of Wands is obviously something new that is opening up. So the root of the issue is that we're moving through a new doorway, and we'll never be able to look back after this time in our lives. Now it's all about the world. We are holding that world ball here that does signify Jupiter. For me, I think that Jupiter and whatever it touches on is blessed. We know that Jupiter is the god of all gods. It's Zeus. So there is a lot of strength there. Also, Jupiter can speak of spirituality. A lot of people are turning more spiritual. They're turning inwards. It's as though we're still in a Mercury retrograde, even though it isn't. But it's a time of turning inwards. That's what happens with the planets when they retrograde. And the energies are way, way over the top. Very, very strong. And I think that we need to level up our higher selves, our inner selves, our psyches. I think we need to do the work on ourselves now before we can actually take that next step into the new world that we are entering. It's all about choices and balance. Twos are all about that. For those of you that are not able to go to work, business is not good now as businesses have shut down. This is all about a very futuristic look at business, of course. New doors, a new day is dawning, I'm going to say. And as I said, we're soon going to be able to see the other side of things. Let's see what is hidden and what we don't know. This position that I'm taking now is what we don't know. And we've got the Ten of Cups. So don't give up on being hopeful. This is a major fork in the road, but it is aiming at transforming our new world. We're moving into the age of Aquarius. Ten of Cups does speak of family coming together. Now with the North Node transiting in the sign of Cancer, which is the house of family, foundation, security, emotional, and family. That's what I see that is the positive side of these days, that family is coming closer together. We are redirecting our energies not so much on what we are addicted to or attracted to or anything that is of materialism, but more about what is our security, our emotional security, which is North Node in Cancer. And we know that the north and south nodes, we know that the south node is something very familiar, something that we've been working on. We've been working on the money. We want this, we want that, materialism going over the top. And I think that this is a wake-up call for a lot of us to look back to how things were, and let's take a few steps back where this energy is concerned. So less time at work, more time at home and with family, because what are we going to take with us when our spirit moves on? Good question, eh? Let's see in the recent past, and we've got the Ten of Cups. So for those of you that are, sitting in your fear, that's what this card is all about. There is no need to worry. Don't sit there and think that that doomsday is around the corner. Don't let social media and people that are trying to bring us down, don't let that affect you on a very big level. Take it with a grain of salt and just know that the divine always has another plan. And we're in between the uterus. The child has come out of the uterus. It's in the birthing canal, and it's looking towards the exit, the light, and it is not easy. Patience. Capricorn is very slow, very sturdy. We know that it's the mountain goat, those strong knees. I don't know for those of you that are following me or not on social media, I did post recently something about the mountain goat and about the energies of Capricorn. If you are not following me on social media, you may do so. All the links are in the description box below. And let's see, in the recent past, we have Judgment. And this is Pluto. Very interesting, isn't it? As we've got Capricorn, which is Saturnian, we've got Pluto as well. A sense of Jupiter with that Two of Wands. And we know that Judgment calling, this could be on a collective scale as well as on a personal scale. This is Scorpio energies, and we know that Scorpio is all about death and transformation. Pluto is bringing major changes. Pluto is all about going underneath the surface and seeing all the things that have been hidden, going down into that dungeon, and retrieving things that have been hidden. Now, whether this is on a collective scale or in your personal life, that will depend on you. Some of you may be dealing with someone who is very Plutonian. You could be dealing with a Capricorn, of course. If that is the case, Sun, Moon or Rising, the Judgment card, of course, is all about resurrection, having another chance at connecting on a powerful level, emotionally, sexually, and we know that the devil can also mean sex. So the Judgment card is a number 20. It does speak of aid coming through, help coming through from Archangel Michael, which is one of my spirit guides. And also, this is a second chance that we are being given. Obviously, with the Judgment card, there is a resurrection that is going to take place. It has begun in the recent past. Let's look at the now position. And we have the Page of Pentacles. And we know that the Page of Pentacles could be a messenger coming through. This is Earth. Earth is very stable. We're all looking at our monetary state right now. We're wondering how we can make this work in the future as things are changing drastically. But let's not forget that the Page of Pentacles is also holding that Ace of Pentacles, and that Ace of Pentacles is the promise of something that can be very long lasting. We are looking at that now. This is what's happening now. The Page of Pentacles, again, could be an adolescent child in your own life. Page of Pentacles could be a message that's coming in that's going to be promising that something will be long-lasting, something can be grown, can be worked on, okay? And it comes after the second chance, which is really positive to see here. So we've got Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo energies here. Okay, let's look at your highest goals. What's on your mind? What are you thinking about? And we've got the Ten of Pentacles. So the Page of Pentacles is the beginning of this here. The Ten of Pentacles is the family card. Of course, it could even speak of marriage. It's also the card of marriage. It's also the card of family, the card of being very abundant, where your monetary state is concerned, but it doesn't have to be only monetary. It could also be support from the family in whichever which way it suits or talks to your life in particular. So this Page of Pentacles is promising that with the effort that is put in, the Capricorn effort, right? The work that we're going to do, what we are preparing, what we are putting in the groundwork for, that's what we're wanting to get to. And we know that the Ten of Pentacles can also break down and become that Ace of Pentacles. So for some of you may be even coming out of a narcissistic relationship, maybe where a family is concerned, okay, because there is resurrection here. Something has been gone for a long time. Some of you have, you're looking at your future. Some of you are ready to go on that adventure, ready to step out into a new lifetime here. And some of you are even hoping maybe to build on your security, on your stability, or build a new home in a distant place, as the Two of Wands could mean that as well. And of course, that's not an easy move, but that is what is happening with some of you. Let's see what the action and advice is. And we have the Emperor. And the Emperor can be very Saturnian, can be quite strict. The Emperor can also bring stability. Now, the Emperor could be Aries, Taurus for me. Aries is the beginning. The Sun is transiting through Aries at this time. The Emperor is a number 4 of the major arcana. He does provide security and stability. Now, I'm not reading reversals. So for some of you, this is saying that stand strong. Or for others of you, this is saying that you've got someone who has your back. And the Emperor is, obviously, he's got an empire to rule. Very interesting that he's right next to that 10 of Pentacles. And I do believe that mainly the Emperor does speak of security here. This is the action and advice. So the advice is that security will be given to us. We will, and we're building a strong foundation, no doubt. And that with the Emperor, we want the Emperor on our side. If we are against this Emperor, then it's only going to be irritating. We know that this Emperor can become aggressive as well, as he's very temperamental. But I do see him as, for most of you, as being very positive, as he is diagonally right across from the 10 of Cups. Now, for others of you that this is the narcissistic person that's in your life, then with the 10 of Pentacles here, and as I said, it does break down to the Ace and the Page of Pentacles, which is that message that's coming through. And we know that there is effort put in with this page. This could be you and your energy, where you're trying to begin something to do with a family, something to do with building a foundation. So again, this could be, yes, either you or someone you're dealing with. So it's very positive in the sense that it does speak of something stable and something very warrior-like. As we know, Aries is ruled by Mars. Okay, so I'm going to take the outcome card now, and we have the 10 of Rods. Ten of Wands, I should say. Ten of Wands is a card of heavy burden. There is a lot on our shoulders at this time, but we also know that with tens, there are completions, there are cycles that we are closing up. 2 tens we've got the similar to the Ace of Pentacles, as well as similar to the Ace of Wands. And the Ace of Wands could be the end of a burden or the end of a cycle where work and the way that we work is concerned. Okay, so it does turn into the Ace of Wands, which is that initial spark of something beginning. We can actually see he's actually peeking at that castle in the distance, and he's looking at where his goal is. He's getting a glimpse of that. And this is very similar to what I was saying about seeing the light at the end of the tunnel. I would like to take a card on what Spirit has got to say. This is the divine position. That's why this is called the divine spread. So what does Spirit want us to know at this time? And we have the Eight of Rods, Eight of Wands, which can mean messages coming through. Now, what's interesting is that with Saturn having moved into Aquarius, there's been a halt on flight travel. There is no flight travel period. And we know that Aquarius is all about that. Aquarius rules the airlines. So this message here could mean that things are going to change. The road is going to open. For those of you that haven't had messages, because with whoever you're dealing with, if you have not had no messages, if there's been silence because of what is going on, things are going to pick up pace. The messages will be coming through. As I said, Mercury is at the degree of when it had stopped getting ready to retrograde. So it's as though there is nothing coming through. It's as though communication has stopped. Now, these are all also Cupid's love arrows. And what's interesting is that we've got 2 cards here. We've got the Two of Wands and the Eight of Wands, which is the, if we put them together, we get the Ten of Wands. So we are getting to the end of this cycle. As I said, things are going to start pacing much quicker. These could be quick messages. These could be even movement, that the pace is picking up. It's getting much faster. And this could be happening with Saturn moving into Aquarius, even though we still have a lot of Capricorn here. Now what I'd like to do is I'm going to take another layer just quickly. I'm not going to take on each position. I'd like to look at mainly, I want to have a look at what this Karma Dharma is with the card of the devil. And the devil can be very frightening. And we've got the Strength card, which is beautiful to see. And the Strength card says that, you know, we have to trust in our ability. We have to trust in our higher self. We can tame this wild beast. We are the kings and queens here. The power is in the people. The power is in the sun that brings us the clarity and the healing and the life force every day. Now, Leo can also speak of kingship, kings, right? Kings, queens, royalty. And Capricorn is also something around that. It's all about the leadership. So what I feel here is that with a trusting and, having the ability to be open and to trust in others that are around us, or trust that we will be led to a safer place, and that's what I see here. Trust that this can happen, and we know that the Strength card is also Leo, which is the 5th house of creativity, children, true love. We know that also Leo is all about, taking that risk or having fun. Leo is having fun. Capricorn is all about being very serious, the wise, stern energy. So what this is saying is that trust in the ability that we can overcome this horrific situation here, and that better times are around the corner. That's what I feel. Now, for others of you, you may be dealing with someone who's got strong Leo, someone who is untamable. And when I say untamable, there is much strength in this card. Let's take a look at this 10 of Rods, 10 of Wands, and we've got the World card. And I do feel with this card that this is the ending very soon of this big cycle, this huge cycle. Now, of course, the whole world is in this situation altogether. For all of you on a collective scale, all of us on a collective scale, I do feel that we will successfully get to the completion as Venus, the goddess of love and values and projects and abundance, will be born. It's only around the corner, okay? Only around the corner that this is coming to an end. And we do have number 20 and number 21 here. So resurrection, our resurrection in faith, resurrection in our highest ability, our highest self, resurrection where spirit is concerned. And I do feel that I'm going to take one more card on the Emperor. I just want to give you a little bit more clarity on what that is all about. Now, this could be a leader, a world leader as well. I will leave it up to you and however you see this, how you perceive this reading. Let's take the Emperor and see. And we've got the Ace of Swords, which is all about clarity. This is a successful new beginning, and this is the Emperor severing ties, but through clarity, through communication, severing ties with whatever has been burdensome and difficult. And we do have those rays coming through the sky, as you can see here. This could also be clarity coming from the divine, help coming from the divine. For those of you that are dealing with someone that is on a personal level, someone that is quite narcissistic, you may be cutting them away, you may be severing ties with them. Okay, and obviously this is the ending of a karmic cycle. Cycles are ending. We've got two 10s, we've got a 20 here, and we've also got the World card here, as this is the time of Aries. And we've got the Knight of Rods, so movement will start to happen. We will start moving towards our passion, what we desire. This is also literal movement. I do feel that things are going to start changing very soon. And I'm also now, I would like to take a message from Spirit for you. Okay, and this is the Spirit messages, just a daily guidance. Here we are. And the message is just ask. I will read it for you. There are many here in the spirit world that can assist you at this time. We are made up of the divine source, your loved ones, friends, guides, angels, and spirit helpers who are waiting to assist you. We are your spiritual team, and all you have to do is ask for our help and guidance. And as you can see here, it's all about coming together and seeking the help. For those of you that are in need of help, emotional help, any sort of help, financial, material, there is help there. All you need to do is ask. Ask your angels, Ask the people that are able to help you, people that are close to you in your periphery, and know that we are also guided. And this is a beautiful message coming from Spirit saying that we are not alone, okay? All we need to do is just ask. So for all those of you that are in a difficult position, especially for those people that are in Spain and Italy at this time, our prayers to all of you. And don't forget your prayers. Let's all join our prayers together and bring the angels and bring divine source closer. Let's move towards divine source and move towards the light, okay? As soon we will be able to also, when we are reborn, we will be able to give thanks as well. So I'm going to leave it at that, everyone. For those of you, just one last message, for those of you that are dealing with this Emperor, if this is someone that is in your life that you are dealing with, I am going to take my handwritten message cards. This Emperor could be a boss, this could be a father, this could be a husband, this could be an uncle. Let's see what the message is. Wealth is not important to me. Wealth for me is connecting to my other half on a spiritual and emotional level. Nothing else matters. And I'm going to leave you with this message, everyone. I'd like to thank you for all that you do, sending you much love, many blessings, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.